Welcome to Relay.
Of course.
All right, now tinker around with some stuff.
Now I have to re-edit it slightly. Oh no, where is it? Give me a moment.
My fault.
No, it's all good. Let me just do this. Haha, there's Geo. Okay. I'll play with that.
It's so bright. Geo, you're the shining star of the show because you're so overexposed.
That's me on my end. I've got to play with that. But first, it's time for the intro. So, hello everyone, and welcome to the Relay Station. 2 weeks from now, we'll be flying through the air in metal death tubes with nothing below us but air and nothing above us but space and only wings and some bullshit called physics keeping us alive. But do we care? No, we're still here enjoying the last few moments of our lives. Nehkara here knows that if he flaps his arms fast enough, he can probably fly faster than the plane he's flying in anyway. Geo is already faster than a speeding bullet, so being faster than a flying plane is pretty easy. And where Darge is going, he don't need no stinking planes, except that he does, because there's oceans in the way. And I've been told that it's really hard to drive a car over an ocean.
Yeah, and it is especially difficult to get into a plane if you know that there are 5 competing theories of aerodynamics and none of them agree, and none of them completely explain how planes fly.
I mean, that's my biggest problem with planes. Obviously, it's the thermodynamics that I know everything about.
I was just sort of admiring the fact that on my journey to and from Houston, I'm taking 4 different types of airplanes, all of which are quite small. So that's going to be interesting.
Now, Geo, you're going to CitizenCon, right?
Yes, sir.
Do you need to take a plane to get to CitizenCon, or are you just like
there? Well, I could drive, but that'll take a long ass time. So I'm like, yeah, I'll just take a plane.
Good.
I actually like planes. That's my dream job to this day ever since I was a kid, to be a pilot. So I love every time I get in a plane.
Nice. Sorry, I'm trying to play with the chroma key on my end, and it's.
Yeah, I see myself. It's like, shh. Yeah. What's going on over there? I'm turning colors.
Thanks, Shattenturd.
Geo the Chameleon.
Yeah. Okay, so.
My name is apparently all wonky as well.
Oh yeah, it is. Let me.
I mean, that is my actual name that's in the window. So the Ator is like the nick. I suggest you keep it that way because that's like.
Okay. It's appropriate. Let's do it.
It's appropriate. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Hey everyone. Oh man. So one thing that's going on right now is there is a big Con 42 over in Germany that's happening. I think they actually just finished a panel with Brian Chambers and a couple of other people. I caught the very end of that panel. That seemed interesting. But let's start with talking about some of the Star Citizen news of the week.
Do we have to?
Well, we do have to. We do have to. Let's start with the fun one, and we're gonna start with Geo because I don't know what Geo's thoughts on it are, and I want to know them. 3.3.5.
Oh man, it's unfortunate. I will say that. I understand it, but I just feel like they could have told us a little earlier. I think they knew that this was gonna be split up for kind of a little while. I wish I had just broke it to us sooner. I know people are salty about it, but I didn't see the map. Would it say when 3.35 is coming out?
No. And that's
so
what
how many weeks after.
I don't think it's going to be terribly long. Basically what they said was they just need more time to test OCS so that it doesn't explode the game.
Yeah,
because I seen people throwing a tantrum like it was coming like the next quarter. If it's 2 or 3 weeks, it's not going to be that bad. If they need the extra testing, just let them have it. My thing is, I just wish they would let us know a little early because I got a feeling they knew a little ahead of time before that.
But everybody says that all the time. Like, if they do it on the day, they should have told us earlier. They tell us a few days later, a few days earlier, they should have told us earlier. They told us 3 weeks.
They should have told us 3 years ago.
Earlier.
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, they should have told us as soon as the Kickstarter started.
Yeah,
they should have told us 3.3.5 will be delayed.
Well, I mean, I sort of see where you're coming from, Gio, because we are now like 2 weeks away from when it was supposed to drop, right?
No, it was always supposed to drop on the 10th. Yes.
Yeah, so 2 weeks away, right? 1, 2.
A bit more.
They give us almost 3 weeks notice from when it was supposed to drop. Yeah. Which, I mean, I agree with Gio that it would have been nice to have a little bit more warning, but that's a hell of a lot better than we're sitting inside CitizenCon 2016 and they go, oh, hey, there's no Squadron 42 demo.
Yeah.
That everyone is expecting up until the moment that they said that.
Let's be honest, OCS is getting held up really because of sitcom. So whatever they're showing, I hope it really knocks our socks off because, I mean, at this point, is it really worth it for the main patch like this to get pushed back? I bet you if there was a vote right now, people would rather have that patch ready to go than a whole team go out and make a piece for sitcom to show us. And then everyone go.
If only the people who worked on the CitizenCon presentations were also not working on OCS, because they don't. It doesn't matter. CitizenCon happening or not, OCS still would have been doing.
No, see, that's not true. Because I remember them saying that when the team works on something, that takes away from from
network
the game.
Engineers. They have nothing to do with shiny presentations.
So even Hurston too.
Hurston is just waiting for OCS. That's the problem. OCS is not in. The network guys, everything is piggybacked on top of it. It could be done already, but they said without OCS you'd need 128 gigabytes of RAM to put Hurston in.
Because it's stupid huge.
Yes,
that's the other thing we found out this week. Hurston's 11 times the size of Yellow.
Yep. Was this that diameter or surface area?
Oh no, that was like physical size. I think it's like 4 times the diameter, something like that.
Okay.
So OCS isn't coming in now. It's not coming in 3.3, and what they did say is they did name 3.3.5 tentatively.
Yes.
So it could come in 3.3.1. We don't really know, right? Like they just said 3.3.5 as like a tentative date for when it launches.
Sure.
So we don't
just to make sure they have room for maybe a possible 1 through 4 patches that will still not have OCS.
Things are broken.
Yeah. But we have no idea if it's going to be delayed a week or a month.
No.
It could be. We don't know.
I would bet you it's probably the date in my head is basically the first 2 weeks or first half of November is what I'm thinking you'll get it. And most of that time will be Evocati breaking it and them fixing it and then breaking it and then fixing it and
right
on and on and on and on and on.
So the things that we don't get in 3.3 are there's a mission giver, Clovis Darneely, that we don't get. We don't get the Hurston clothing collection. We don't get Hurston. We don't get Lorville, any of Hurston's moons. We don't get any no-fly zones.
They basically can't expand the playable area until they have OCS.
But one thing that we're not getting that I think we should make them do it because it's basically it has nothing to do with Hurston being in, although they made it, physically be on Hurston, is ship rentals in the PU.
That would be nice.
That would be nice, and they could put them on the new small truck stops or Levski or whatever. It doesn't have to be on Hurston. It has nothing to do with OCS or anything relying on that. And then when Hurston is in, they could just quietly remove it from the little hack they put in, and then just put it on Hurston when they originally intended it to be. But that is something that probably needs to be in 3.3 from the beginning. Just because they're so reliant on mining and everything, but they're keeping all the mining ships behind a paywall. You can't get them. You can't rent them. You have to buy them if you want to test out mining.
So, Gio, being that Hurston is no longer in 3.3.5, is there anything in 3.3? Sorry, in 3.3. Is there anything in 3.3 that you're excited for? Like,
my most favorite thing was always been the AI. I love fucking with AI and trolling them and shooting them and see how they're gonna react and run into them. Just so that was always number one on my list.
and that's exactly what I wanted to bring up. Is Hurston is a big area. It's a planet, and that's cool.
Really big.
It's really big, and it's a whole planet, and that's really cool. And another, like, Loreville is a huge land, like, that's cool. But none of that adds new gameplay. It's all stuff that we've already seen. Landing on a planet versus landing on a moon is not really different. What actually is going to make this patch 3.3 interesting is the FPS combat missions, is the asteroid mining, is the, like, the stuff that we're still getting, group system improvements, improvements to turrets.
We're still getting some new locations. Rest stops.
But we're getting the gameplay portion of this.
Yeah.
Do you think that the gameplay portion of what we're going to be getting is more important than the Hurston planet? Because
no,
I do. No.
Well, considering...
I don't think it's unimportant. I don't think it's more important.
We have enough room already. I think, yeah, getting the gameplay, but not even more room is something that is a bit more important. So I agree. Yeah, we're getting the more important parts, because getting more planets, more moons, they're just gonna accelerate and keep accelerating and keeping on accelerating as the game progresses. We get new jump points, and then the system and a system and a system. We're gonna have so much room that nobody will know what to do with. But we still may not have any of the proper gameplay that we need.
I'm more interested in the gameplay than the large space, personally. I do find it a tiny bit disappointing that we are not getting OCS and we're not getting Hurston, but I guess I'm okay that they missed a date.
Oh, I'm okay they missed the date, but that wasn't your question. Your question was, is the gameplay more important than OCS and Hurston?
And
that is my question. I mean,
I think that OCS is such a fundamental part of the entire, like, going forward, that it is more important. The gameplay is going to be awesome, though, and I like that there are still
improved AI behaviors in flight.
That's going to be
like
really cool.
FPS
and
combat.
on foot.
I want to see.
yeah,
I really
want to see the on foot
um,
stuff. That's going to make the missions more fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right?
totally.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, so you get like a waste disposal mission. So if you think, yeah, waste disposal mission, but there's an AI in the outpost that just surprises you. Starts randomly shooting because he's some drugged up junkie that doesn't want you to take his stash. Not like a marine that's there to kill you. Just somebody who's just tweaked out and wondering, what the hell is this dude coming into my house? That
Yeah.
sort of stuff. Hopefully,
Yeah, I doubt that's going to be. See, I hate to say it, but I kind of knew this was going to happen with this patch. It was going to get not split up. I thought it was actually the whole thing was going to get delayed back some. But I don't think the AI is going to work like that. Hopefully it does work like that. I wanted to.
eventually it probably will, but so far no. And I think the fundamentals of NPC locomotion and awareness, they need to get that in first before they can apply archetypes and to modify those behaviors.
So we're probably gonna have like a real gimpy, version of it, which that's cool. That's understandable because
Tier 0,
build upon that. Yeah, but I think a lot of people in the community just already knew that this patch was something was gonna go wrong. It wasn't gonna be right. It was right around SitCon. That's why when I seen that date on that roadmap, and then when it was coming, I'm like, oh shit, that's around SitCon. This motherfucker's not gonna make it. It's gonna get pushed back, or it's not gonna make it.
Most
I know it was
important
gonna
patch of
split.
the year, it's for on SitCon. It doesn't help.
Ooh,
No.
man.
Yeah.
That's why when it was originally on 3.2, I'm like, okay, we got a little space. We're good. Then that shit got pushed back again. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Although I'm not worried about CitizenCon. I was there on last year in Frankfurt.
That one was good.
That was very good. And that one, it's my next point, kind of connected to the last bit of community backlash, is that CitizenCon had a professional team that did the streaming. It wasn't in-house. If they had told us that beforehand, sure, Frankfurt was done this way. Would you like Austin to be done this way? Please give us money.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should have done it that way. Not
well, they made it seem like they were going to go above and beyond what they did last year. And I'm like, dude, we don't need to go. I mean, what we had last year was just fine.
We don't need to go above and beyond. Yeah,
just keep it what we had. Even the year before, it wasn't that much content in 2016 when we all went. But
a lot of people
it was
them
still
to
straight.
go above and beyond.
I expect them to go beyond 2016.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, 2017. If they just did it over and over and over again, I'd be totally fine with that.
But 2016, though, the stream ran pretty smooth. It was
the streaming was good.
That was lacking.
Yeah.
And you want to charge people 20
content they ripped out at the last moment.
That was man. I wasn't too happy about that. Then the next year they give away fucking octane drives. I'm like, what the?
Yeah,
fuck?
yeah. That hurt a little.
Fuck did I miss that?
What's in the box?
I got one. I got one.
Rub it in, Mr. Crepes. Rub it in.
I might not have gotten an octane drive, but I did get one of these.
Ooh.
That's all I wanted.
Ooh.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
You just wanted the saber?
I just got the saber due to connections that have nothing to do with Star Citizen.
He keeps getting free ships.
No, has nothing to do with Star Citizen.
Oh.
So you just know people who bought an Optane and didn't realize, what the fuck is this? Anybody?
Well, I know someone that bought a number of Optanes and had extra these because the thing that they bought the Optanes for had no use for a Star Citizen ship. So
yeah, they're very much sort of enterprise and server grade drives, aren't they? They're not really consumer.
I have a question for you there, David. Where's my Saber Raven?
You'd have to talk to.
You didn't do enough shilling. That's what.
Okay.
Yeah, you said you know a guy who's bought several of these.
I mean, technically, but
Jesus.
Okay, so let's.
This is a great conversation. I'm enjoying it greatly.
You guys are killing me. I'm gonna try and move us over to the news view. Now it is a little bit messed up. Please forgive me.
I want to just quickly.
Can I get a refill before we do that?
Yeah. Go.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to say that while I know it sucks, I really do like that they are doing what they're supposed to do with this setup with the quarterly releases, which is okay. It's not going to be ready. You push it out. That's the whole idea.
Yeah,
and you release everything that you have ready. They're actually sticking to their plan, which I'm actually quite happy about.
I mean, that's something that they had a lot of trouble with in the past. Was sticking to. I can't get me on here. Oh, there. Maybe this will work.
Erris is black now.
Apparently, we have a podcast.
He's all blacked out.
I can't get it to work. Why is it doing this?
Dog side.
Because it hates you, David.
It does hate me, and it's killing me. I don't know what to do here. I can't. Okay, I am just not here right now. Let's talk about.
He's a black box, just talking to people.
Yeah.
Mm. And I thought I had webcam problems.
It's not the webcam. It's I've got to add a new source.
That's right. Shieldcast confirmed. See, why don't you get CIG to buy you a money, Erris? Huh? Get you a new camera, huh?
I mean, if they wanted to give me some money so that I could do more, then I'd be okay with that.
Since you got sabers and stuff like that.
Oh my god, what is happening? Everything is breaking. I am sorry. That is capturing the wrong thing. This needs to be capturing this. Then I can go like this. Let's just do this temporarily.
Ooh.
Hey, there I am.
I'm back.
Okay, let's continue. I am
what did I miss? Apart
Professional
from
Strum here.
I am a streaming champion. Don't deny it. Okay.
And don't even bother with the green screen.
Yeah, I'm not. I just let's go. So One of the things that they talked about this week is routing in the mobiGlas, and this whole. It will now show you if you're running out of fuel. How cool is that?
Super cool.
So that is
Super
also
cool.
one
Also
question I have about the routing.
needed.
Or routing is why do you need to go from one established waypoint to another? Can you not just?
I think they're still working on that as well. The ability to sort of place your own waypoint
via this point, via these coordinates in the solar system.
I think you can. It's just they're not there yet. I don't think you can set random waypoints yet. But that is still. Last I heard, that was still the plan. Just not there yet.
Okay, that's good. Also, this beer is fantastic. Also, I got a new glass because
Which beer is it?
appropriate. This is
Oh, the normal?
No. That I already finished that. This is the Lazy Duck.
Ooh, lazy duck.
Lazy
Yeah.
dick, what?
Okay. No, that's later. That's later.
That's
no,
later. That's you're saving that one for the pub, right?
for the captain's table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Gotta set up the captain's game. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Makes
it's
sense.
it's a wheat beer.
Nice.
That's why a different glass.
It's
chalice.
appropriate. The glass gives you a certain bouquet when you know.
It does. It actually does.
Um,
Also, you're supposed to hold it like this, so you have
Yes.
to warm it up. It has to be warmed up.
Let's talk.
This is very good.
Why did that not loop? There
Because
it
you're a
goes.
professional strummer.
I'm totally professional.
Correct.
Let's talk. They talked a little bit about additional mining types on some of the new moons that are coming in. That's all. They talked about that.
I like Walla.
I like it. I've
Yeah,
got
Walla.
Those crystals, I like those crystals. They remind me of this episode of Stargate SG-1. The yellow desert planet with the dark blue crystals, and the big ones had its own entity.
Hey, I got a trivia question for you.
what's that.
Where did those crystals first show up in Star Citizen?
And the Gamescom, was it Gamescom? Lear, the Lear planet with the big sandworm.
Yep,
They
were in that demo.
Yep. They were a bit different color though.
A little bit, but
Could
they
be the
look
grading.
different.
Yeah, it could be the grading just because it's a different.
Yeah, I wonder why I was in constant drawing and if it was already there in the engine.
Yeah, it was an engine. Yeah, that was a concept, but whatever. Yes, we've had visible crystals.
One of the things that CIG have done is they've moved from they show us a lot of in-engine concepts now, especially with ships and stuff. Like when they show it to us, it's already been bashed into
Basic form, yeah.
Yeah, like the Pioneer, that was an engine.
So I found this little bit really interesting in ATV because they're showing us, and it's really hard to see. I think they could have done a lot better of a job of explaining this, but they're kind of showing us where the planets in our own solar system are, because they were using
And how the sun is visible from them. That's the point about this demo right here.
yeah.
You don't see the planets because they're not there. They're basically just positioning you on the orbit of that planet and pointing at the sun just to see the size and the intensity and everything else. Yeah.
And we now have official numbers on what their scaling is going to be. So it's 1/10 for space and for planets. It's 1/6 for moons, and stars are their normal size.
Yeah.
Which is
so they will be
gigantic.
10 times larger in the sky. Is that how they work? How that works?
One thing that was said was
Essentially.
they're doing that so that you get kind of the Star Wars, like the moons appear giant in the sky. Do you think that slightly breaks the realism? Because I mean, our moon is actually surprisingly small.
Dude, you're flying a spaceship.
Is that a Firefly reference? Is that a Firefly reference? Because
He kind of. It was kind of.
But you know what? The one I'm talking about, yeah. Honey, you live in a spaceship. That
Yeah,
line.
exactly. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind it because one of the most memorable gaming moments in the past few years I've had was in Alien Isolation, and it was. Has everybody played this game, or am I spoilering things?
I haven't played it.
Well, at one point you walk outside, and the station you're on is in orbit of a gas giant, and it fills the entire screen. I was just sat there and just went,
Yeah.
aliens chasing me. I just had to stop and collect my jaw from the floor because it was that epic. And I would prefer that to having little dots on the screen.
I mean,
where
I feel
things
that
are
when I
supposed to be.
load up into the persistent universe and look up at Crusader, and it's just this.
Oh, it was bigger. It was so much bigger
Yeah.
in Alien Isolation.
Okay, what do you guys think of the Anvil Lightning? They made a
Want-
couple.
Oh man, this is definitely in my top 5 favorite ships. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
It's not. It may be my favorite. I have to reevaluate everything. But goddamn, that's a sexy $10,000 ass ship. I'll tell you that. Or we could just chill and get it for free like Erris.
No,
He didn't get that one. for
taking
free.
things out of my. That is, I don't get jack shit for free from CIG.
No.
We got
That's hilarious.
to make sure your best friend gets a tread of this.
Yeah, no shit.
No, you don't.
The
He
dumb
doesn't
one.
need to hear any of this.
It kind of looks. Just to get back on it, it looks kind of derpy in the top-down silhouette in the top left-hand corner, but you never really look at it from that angle, I suppose.
I think it looks awesome. It's going to be
see
scary.
there, that's a bit. Yeah.
It looks a bit busy. And there's actually going to be an article going up on Relay soon, sort of a
It looks
log,
dangerous.
a log of Commander Llama, who's done a couple articles for us, and will be on this podcast next week. He's sort of chronicling his trips into the persistent universe with me, and we hung out and played the game the other day. And man, the guns are so busy. Like the FPS weapons, there's so much going on. It's like here's the gun, and then there's like things all the way up, and it's like you've got this like 14 story.
Greebles. You gotta have your greebles, man.
But it's not every manufacturer like that.
I know. I'm looking forward to getting some
very
simpler.
clean.
Yeah,
weapons,
I like
sleek
clean
ones,
and
yeah.
simple.
like
Origin should make
You
weapons.
just want your 12 gauge shotgun.
I just want a ballistic 12 gauge. But I feel like the ship the ship that we're looking at right now,
The
Lightning.
Lightning.
the lightning.
Oh my god. Yeah, I feel
about
like the Lightning is a little bit busy as well.
I mean, I don't know. It just looks dangerous to me.
It looks like a beefier, heavier, more futuristic F7. I guess that's what it's supposed to be, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I get that feeling like this is the next generation of their best new fighter.
Well, the
That's
Hawk
exactly what it is,
the Hawk doesn't look as busy, which is fine.
The Hawk is cool ship.
The Hawk looks like a some type of grasshopper or some bug.
Yep, it looks weird, but I like it.
Yeah, I like that weird ass look.
It's I really like its profile. Like it's just this.
Now, see the cockpit.
From
That
that
cockpit looks
angle
busy
right
to me.
there. From
It
the
reminds me of
overhead,
Star Fox.
it looks simple. It's just like this is a ship that just goes. Whereas we were just talking about the Lightning, and it's got like these things on the back and these things on the front. There's just things everywhere. This is just like it's a ship.
Yep.
Like it.
I got a lot of screens.
Well,
I'll tell you that.
hopefully
That's a
they,
lot of
they
screens.
model the
You got
atmospheric
the Luke
flight properly.
Skywalker thing coming out.
I hope they model the atmospheric flight properly and then put the lightning in and it just starts stumbling and
Yes.
realize, oh shit, it's fucked up.
And now let's talk about the big ship of the week, the Hammerhead.
Yes.
It got
Big
bigger
thumbs up for the
because,
Hammerhead. I
of
love
course,
the
it got
Hammerhead.
bigger.
Well,
It
actually,
didn't get as big
it
as
didn't get bigger.
it could have.
It got an extra deck.
Yeah, but the deck was already inside the geometry, so they just rearranged some things.
They made it slightly. What was the phrasing? Chunkier. It got thick though.
Now,
Big.
the thing that I think is really really interesting about the Hammerhead is that I always feel like it should be almost a capital ship, but it's not. It's just a large.
I thought it was a capital ship.
Turret platform, yeah.
It's a turret platform. It's not actually a capital ship.
You know
It's
what I
about-
like the most about it?
What's that?
The position of the bridge.
Underneath?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Underneath, yeah. At least it's like the USS Shenzhou from Star Trek Discovery.
Yep.
totally.
Love that. Just love that. Yeah.
What I kind of loved about this is that they talked about what it's for, which is patrol, which means that the OEE will be using this to patrol all over its systems.
Yeah.
And I just love the fact that, you know, whenever you break a law, you're gonna have a hammerhead show up in your face, and you'll be like, "Oh God,
Oh man!
this is gonna suck."
I
Can you
should not
imagine
have done
acting
it.
up at
I should,
Alasar?
Yep. And
I
just
should not have done it. I should not have done that. Nope.
I still remember actually in Freelancer, there's just every once in a while there's those capital ships that you just look at and you're like, man, I wish I could pilot one of those. And then you mod the game and you can, but that thing it's just made of guns.
It's
I
just a
just-
death. It's just a
Now
death.
you just throw your wallet at it and you can have it in game now. See? Simple as that.
I'm not
I
going
wonder.
to.
I wonder
I
if
don't wanna-
anybody's. I wonder if anybody in the final game will be able to mod in a retribution, like maybe into the Squadron 42, just to fly around the retribution.
Holy
Basically.
shit.
the
moon
chip
size
is
gun.
ungodly.
Well, we are supposed to get mod tools at some point and the ability to do private servers and stuff. So if I can do a private server and all there is a retribution and I just walk around the retribution, I'll be happy.
Oh yeah,
You know?
Mm-hmm.
same.
A lot
Although
of shit.
they're keeping that one under wraps.
Yes.
It happened in the disco leak, and we haven't heard anything about it since.
Keep in mind the disco leak is like
Old.
so old at this point
Oh, yeah.
that it's
That's insane. Seems like yesterday when we seen that shit.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
The retribution is going to be in the game.
Yes.
but what it will look like is a question. They actually have.
Will it have
one of
a
the-
modeled interior?
One of the, I think so. One
They're,
of the
they're
things
just going
that
to do
they,
the procedural. They're going to model the interior procedurally, like they're doing with truck stops and crap now.
whenever I'm trying to figure out who a new staff member is, because we have a database of staff members from CIG on Relay, almost all of the interviews with UK people are done inside a room that says Retribution on the wall, and so I always know that that's the UK studio whenever
Yeah.
they show somebody like that. I'm like, oh, okay, that's UK, no problem. It's the Retribution room. I got it. No
I
problem.
will say
Yep.
the interior of the Hammerhead does look great.
Yes, it does.
Well, the corridors are basically just recycled stuff from the Idris.
Idris, yeah.
Or the Idris, as the UK people insist.
Idris.
Mispronouncing it. I bet that's the reason why we don't have Idris Elba in Squadron 42, because he went to the Apollo 42
Hey, Idris.
studios,
They
everybody
call him
kept talking
Idris.
about Idris.
Idris
Idris.
Elba?
Yeah, I'm out. Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I
Yeah,
like them doing that overhead where you can see all the different corridors in it.
That's
That's
so cool.
really cool. Okay,
Kind of reminds me of sort of what was it, Fallout Shelter style game?
Yes.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
I would like a little bit of that with the fidelity of. Jeez, these turrets are huge. Like
but they were
Huge,
one of the things.
huge.
One of the things they were talking about on RTV was you could load up all the turrets with the weapons with the exploding bullets on
yes,
them, the scatter guns, and then you could load up all the turrets with scatter guns, and they actually take less power than the laser repeaters. So then you could reinforce your shields, and it would just be like this giant death ball.
yeah.
Well, the scatter guns are more point of defense than anything else because they don't have that much of range.
Yeah.
So you
It would
be
look
able to do the
impressive, though.
defense. Oh yeah, sure, of course.
They were also talking about how the Hammerhead is not really for range, right? You're not supposed to sit and pick at something really far
Well, you
away.
kinda can't.
But you could have like an Idris or two, and then a Hammerhead or 5 stationed around
Shit.
that Idris as basically as point defense ships,
Yeah.
right?
Why don't we have rail guns that size yet, though?
Whoa.
Just four single barrel railguns.
Do you think that they're saving? Do you think that they're saving the railgun reveal for a Bengal shooting one in Squadron?
Probably.
Because the Bengals have an interior, like
huge railgun.
Back when they were still doing like weapon sizes, it was like a size 12 or something railgun. Before they switched up their system a little bit. So we don't know, but like the Bengals supposed to have like a just
got a huge one.
Yeah.
And then of course the Retribution has a railgun that runs the entire length of the ship.
Yep. The projectiles are the size of Idris's.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is fun because they did also talk about the hammerhead being used to ram things, and apparently the art team really wants that to happen because they've actually built stuff into the art in the inside of the hammerhead that like is like shock absorbing kind of thing.
Oh, like that ship on Rogue One.
Yes.
That came.
Yeah.
That was fucking awesome.
Exactly.
I think that was called the Hammerhead or something like that too in that movie.
Probably.
I forgot the name of it.
But they want you to be able to ram things with the hammerhead, but design hasn't decided if you can yet. So we'll see what happens there.
Oh, that definitely should be a thing.
Well, you have the scythe and the glaive that have the ramming parts. You know, the blades that extend for you to ram things with. So,
and I mean, let's be clear. You can ram any ship with any other ship if you want to. It just could go poorly.
Those ships were called Hammerhead Corvettes.
So they were called Hammerhead. See, that's crazy.
Did they look like a hammerhead though?
When it rammed a Star Destroyer and had the actual hammerhead, it was like boom.
Oh yeah. I know which one you mean. Yeah.
On Rogue One, I was like, that's why when I seen this, I'm like, oh, it kind of looks like it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just playing the Prospector commercial that
was hilarious. That was.
This community has just stellar people. Like,
I laughed so hard at this. This like blowing the shit out of the rocks with every weapon they can find.
If I had done that, I would have started off with somebody pistol whipping a rock and then moving up. But,
It's really well done. I'm really impressed with. I'm constantly impressed with everything basically that this community does, from streamers to people putting together videos like this to Mr. Hasgaha's and others' images, like just.
But in stuff like this that tells me that the salt will never prevail.
Yeah.
It'll always be the incredible, creative, and generous people that make these things.
There are people that are making this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a creative commercial. Usually I don't really watch the community stuff, but this was actually a real good one.
Yeah,
it was really good.
I
love the end
and
with the beams.
Just cut it off and then beam shuts off. That was with the amount of tools they have at the disposal, they choreographed that perfectly.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
the entire thing.
Yeah. So well done.
And this part I loved, right at the end.
Yeah. Okay.
So cool.
Let's see, where are we?
What if they're mining salt, though?
So, did they all get a prospector who would participate in that video help make it, or just that one? That's the question. Do they all share it?
I think CIG is fair enough to give everyone involved in the project one.
Okay. So I try to find someone creative and leech off their project.
Exactly. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah.
Okay. That's I got the key.
The next winner is going to be comprised of 10,000 people working on it. You know, everybody just rendered a single frame of the video, and everybody gets a hammerhead.
Yeah, I was in the turret. Next hammerhead commercial. I was shooting. I was doing all the shooting.
Oh yeah, I was in the background doing interpretive dance.
I was there for moral support.
Yeah.
I was translating. I was like the translator from Galaxy Quest. I was translating what the computer was saying.
I'm gonna throw it out there, but ask us some questions because right now we don't have many, and you know what happens if we don't get enough questions? I sing.
Yeah.
The baby Jesus cries.
I sing.
Well, it's similar.
And then he cries. I will sing. I've got oh crap!
I've heard
the
him
faces?
sing. Please no.
Yeah. Right now I've actually got a little bit of crap. What's their names? Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Simon and Garfunkel.
Yes, I've got that stuck in my head.
I
So
prefer
if
the
we
disturbed version actually.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
the
haven't
live
heard
one from Conan is actually much better than the studio one. If you've heard that one, it's so good.
I'll have
It
to
was
look
it
at
was the
that.
premiere, and it was and to that one Simon sent a letter to the singer praising him on the performance and the way and the
I
Really?
love it.
I'll have to look at that because that song is just really, really pretty. So
Stars just gave me a good idea for calling someone a name. Simon Salt when they get real salty. Like we got a Simon Salt here.
we got
Salty Simon.
ask us some questions. And let's
Oh, we already had the questions. That was short.
well.
I'm
we're a
used
little
to
bit
the
early.
captain's table when people just keep ranting and raving, especially when you're on.
Well, we like to rant and rave, but
You know what? Speaking of, I mean, Darge and I will be on the captain's table in 3 hours from
In-
now. So
the captain's table's so much fun.
Oh.
2 hours 50 minutes. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, right.
we're invading.
This is like a dress rehearsal
Yeah,
for
Yeah.
the.
It's
this
a
is also
pre-captain's table, captain's table.
this is also the pre-drink,
Yeah.
so that we can show up to the captain's table slightly ready, and then we can just make Paul's life living hell.
Yeah, probably.
Oh.
Hi, Paul.
Well, so please do tune in to the last show where we'll be on.
You guys are gonna have
Because we're
like
not
fucking
coming
7 hours of podcasting today under your belt.
Yes. Especially since I don't even really get
Hardly
much of a
enough.
break because as soon as we're done this, there's a patron meetup for those people that are patrons for Relay when we're going to announce to them some special news. And for everyone else, you get the special news the next weekend. So next show, I'll do the special weekend news for everyone else. But we got some good news.
News.
Okay.
Well, you're a news station, so.
Yeah, it's kind of important.
try.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're working on it.
I don't know. This is my first time on Relay Station. I made it now.
Yeah.
Mine too. I thought,
Dars, we fucking made it. Now you gotta get my crate.
It is the first time.
I'm
actually, for you guys
bringing
to
my
be
own
on.
fucking pan, man.
So, actually, yeah, that's, you know what? I kind of forgot about that. Welcome to the Relay Station. So, Gio, when did you start back in Star Citizen?
Oh man, that I
Okay.
think was it 2013 or 2014? I want to say it was 2014. I bought the Avenger package, and I was a console peasant at the time. I didn't even have a computer. I was like, I got it back to fucking awesome game. And the reason, only way I found out about it because I was really following No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
And at the time, that was my Star Citizen. I'm like, oh my God, you can mine and fly ships to go to the planets. And I kept seeing people in the comments like, oh, this game's going to be shitty compared to Star Citizen. I kept seeing it. And I don't know why I thought Star Citizen was like some type of, I don't know, StarCraft type game. I don't know what the fuck I thought it was. But I'm like, you know what? Let me go see what this game is so I can shit on. I'm tired of them coming in the comment section. And once I seen it, I'm like, oh shit. This is the game I really want. So, yeah, that's how I fell in love with Star Citizen, just keeping up with Project and how open it is. And Chris used to come out all the time at that time, which really made me like the project more. That's why I think he should come out at least monthly if he can, because it made the project that more legit to me when he used to come out and just talk to the community straight up and not be behind the curtain as much. But yeah, that's how I got
10 for the chairman.
My favorite show.
But people kept asking the same questions over and over again, so it was kind of hard to create new content every time. So that's why they canceled it.
I still think it should come back to a once a month thing where Chris at least makes an appearance because we miss Chris. I'm with you on that, Gio.
Anytime he's on like RTV or anything, I love watching him for like an hour, just talk about the game.
Hey, Toby.
And I always get a better sense from him where the game's at than
Yeah.
I do anybody else.
Well, because he can say whatever he likes because it's his damn game. Everyone else has to. Everyone else has to be like.
He sees everything as well.
Yeah, he's everything we've heard of for the past 6 years has always been he's involved in everything.
Yep. He even does coding.
Yeah.
Yep.
They used to have a show. What was it called? Coding with the Wing Commander or something. They had. I think they only did like an episode or two, and he would sit there and like code and shit. I used to love that show too, but that shit ended real fast. It was just. I think more of that. I think if they would have showed, I mean, I don't know. I think it would have been real good for the project. But
Also, bring back the Bug Smasher.
he was on a couple weeks ago.
But he used to have his own show every week.
Yeah, they've sort of reduced. I'm waiting for Sunjammer and Nehkara are working on a thing, I believe. Waiting, it's being worked on. That's all I'm gonna say for now.
Are you guys going to visit the Austin studio? Or are you guys leaving? Is Relay going to visit? That,
We don't know. We asked for a tour, but from what I heard, they're not really doing many tours of the Austin studio while people are down there. So I don't know.
Oh. Okay, yeah. I was gonna think about doing a tour, but I'll be leaving that Friday, so I'm like, I probably won't make that.
They were saying that they're not even sure if there are going to be any tours during SitCon, so I don't know.
Yeah, they would have told you probably like a couple months ago or when it was first.
No, we haven't gotten any word at all.
No,
Oh,
we haven't gotten any word about.
like,
We've actually made the decision to go down and visit
Johnson
NASA.
Space Center. Yep.
Yeah.
what day are you guys going?
We are going on Thursday.
Yeah.
Right after the day after CitizenCon.
I'm gonna have to join you guys.
You would be welcome.
You'd be welcome. We want to drive down to visit
I may
NASA.
do
while
that.
we're
I didn't
there.
even know that was even down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Johnson Space
it's
Center
like
in
3 hours
Houston.
away or something.
Remember Houston, we have a problem? Well, that's still there.
Wow,
Yes!
my stupid ass. I should have put two and two together.
Paul's coming with us
We have a
too.
problem.
Nehkara, no, you disappoint me. We've had a problem.
Oh,
Hurston, we've had a problem.
That's a good one.
Wow,
Hurston, we got a problem.
Hurston,
shit on here,
Hurston.
dude.
We're not making it to 3.3, Hurston. We have a problem.
Okay, we need to make some kind of meme about that.
Yeah, someone do that up because Hurston, we've had a
we
problem
have a
is
problem.
fantastic.
Meantime,
Darge, this is
boy.
your first time on. So
It is.
when did you back? What do you do?
I backed. Back in November 2013, I was really hyped up about a certain game called Elite Dangerous, and I was talking about it, and then a friend of mine talked to me. Hey, what about this one? It looks so much better and more involved and bigger. And I was like, holy shit, you're right. And back in November 2013 is when I backed first. I got the what was it called? The Pathfinder package, which was
That's my package. Wicked.
Yep.
315p and some other goodies. And then I realized, oh shit, that's actually not the ship I was looking at. I was looking at the Avenger, so I got the Avenger as well. But the Space Penguin's always been my favorite.
Oh, the Avengers is so cool, especially
that's
now that
my go-to. I recommend everyone that first start the game. I say if you want to go
Especially now.
minimum, I tell them do the what's the other one?
Mustang.
The Mustang. I say Mustang, but if you want to spend just a little more, go for the Avenger. Especially now, it got bigger. You got the
it's
model.
so nice.
Guys,
like
who
perfect
here
ship.
is excited for the 300 series rework to see the new 315p? Like,
absolutely.
dear Lord, I can't wait to see that thing.
I did not
By
think
the
I was
way,
going to be that excited for it.
The concepts alone just got me. It's so nice.
For the longest time, the 315p was my favorite ship to fly because the 300 series flies so nicely in the game.
Yeah.
It's just fun.
I actually bought a 315p. It's the last ship that I bought was a 315p
cool.
because I was like, no, this is going to get updated, and I'm going to wish I had one. I'm buying one now so that I'm ready. And that's the last ship I bought, and I'm not buying any more ships. I've spent enough on Star Citizen.
So you didn't get the Mercury?
Some crazy, goddamn lovely person gifted me one.
Wow.
Ooh, must be nice.
Yeah.
No,
But
I
to be
feel
this
so.
popular-
You have no idea how badly I feel.
It goes against everything you
bad
used to be
about getting the
Canadian.
Mercury.
Yes, it is
That's
complete.
another shill ship, huh? Gifted.
No, it's not a show.
Whole lot of ship shilling going on around here. Relay. I learned something new.
David just exists and he collects ships.
I don't.
Anyway, I wasn't done
I
with
can't-
my answer, though.
Yeah,
say
keep
much
going,
to
keep
say.
going, Darch. Then we got to get to
Yeah,
questions.
go.
Yeah. So I'm so enamored with this game even before the Hangar module came out that I started a podcast of my own. That was in January of 2014. It's called The Fortnightly Frontier, and that unfortunately has been offline for a couple of months now, but it's coming back. We were actually hoping to be back sometime before CitizenCon with a special guest because we're sort of refactoring everything. It's not going to be called Beyond the Frontier, so we're no longer fucking limited by the name to having a show every 2 weeks.
You got red droppings in there or something?
There is a lot of something.
Sediment.
There's a
Sediment?
but like
Sediment.
there's a
Red droppings.
substantial amount of sediment.
That's a
in it.
lot of sediment.
Like
Well, that's why you're supposed to.
You said
with-
semen them. What? Semen, what?
That's why with that's why with unfiltered pale ale you're supposed to turn them over and switch them about a bit before you open them.
yeah, I should have. Oh well.
Yeah, the show Fortnightly Frontier is going to be now called Beyond the Frontier, and we're
Damn it,
gonna
Erris.
we're gonna anyway we're gonna try to mix things up a bit, so it's not going to be your standard Star Citizen podcast type show.
Nice.
Hopefully we get the originality and the drive that we need to, because we got a bit burned out. It was online. It was like from January 2014, so over 4 years,
Yeah.
non-stop. So kind of
It
got burned
gets a
out.
bit tiring.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, not for tiring reasons, but it seems like a good time to mention it. My next podcast will be in November. It's just a total confluence of events. I'm missing 2 weekends for hunting. I'm missing 2 weekends for CitizenCon, and that puts us into November.
Yep.
Huh. What are you hunting for?
Speaking of CitizenCon, coming. I'm volunteering
Oh, yeah.
as well.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
Answer your question, Gio. Deer this year.
Ah, deer hunting.
Yep.
That's what I like to do. And wabbits.
And
Wabbits.
Wabbits? my dad's a wabbit hunter.
Okay, let's. We don't have.
We quiet.
We don't have too many questions, but let's get to them. So,
Excellent.
Brivels asks, at this point in the
Thank you,
alpha,
Brivels.
should CIG focus on making Star Citizen stable, or should they focus on performance? Frames per
I
second.
think they should do exactly what they've been doing, which is both.
Yep. But you never do performance nor stability before you have content in. That's just how game development goes. They are in a tough spot because they have live development, so they need to focus on those as well. But if this was a normal game, they'd just be doing features and content and then polishing and bug fixing towards the very end.
Well, let's look at what PUBG did. PUBG is technically it's a full game that's out right now, and it still runs like shit. And there's hackers. The connection is sometimes sometimes it runs like shit for me.
Yep.
And the connection is
I
bad.
remember the Jesus patch that came that boosted my FPS by over a factor of 2.
It's still. I mean, I love PUBG personally.
They got
but
a roadmap too.
it still has so many problems. It's just it's a struggle to get it complete. I think I just don't know why.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They got a roadmap now, and the game allegedly came out last year, December. We're going on this year to December, and you got a roadmap. Like, what the fuck is going on there?
I know.
Oh.
I know. Well, I mean, they should have more than enough money to finish the game. They sold like 1 billion copies.
Getting that ass slaughtered by Fortnite and soon the rest of these battle royales that are coming out.
Apparently, it's still #1 on Steam though. PUBG. So
Really?
they're still holding their own. So the next question is from Montadello, and he asks, "How excited are you all to meet at Montadello at CitizenCon?"
About 7.
You said armadillo. Who?
A Montadillo.
Who is that?
His name is a Montadillo.
Okay, well, I'm excited to meet you, Montadillo.
Right. Erris,
What?
Glad you're
Yes,
back.
are you excited
Your
to meet
Google
Montadillo at
Forms-
CitizenCon?
Google Forms link the worky.
I'm actually excited to meet everyone at CitizenCon. One of the things that I'm most worried about CitizenCon actually is that there's going to be like thousands of people there instead of just a couple hundred, and I feel like that's going to make it harder to find people because there's so many people that I want to see again. And
That was my problem. I wanted to hang out with everyone, but it just wasn't enough fucking time.
yeah,
This is why you need, those either glasses or contact lenses there in stars
Totally.
that tell you where a person is, so you can make your way to the
I
thing.
do.
We just needed radar.
So some Moby glass.
2.4K, like 2,400 people versus
700,
600 or whatever.
six
yeah.
or 700. I think like 800 in LA in 2016 and like 500 or 600 in the UK in Manchester. Like that's a lot of people, and
Yeah.
I want to say hi to everyone because people
You hear
in
that,
this.
folks? He loves everybody.
I do, and people in this community are goddamn insane, and I love every single one of them. And I feel like I'm not going to get to see them enough.
Speaking of which, we have 84 viewers right now. So thank you all for watching.
Yeah, hi.
Erris, the Google Forms link broke.
Uh-oh.
That's why we don't have many questions.
Oh, well, that would be a problem. Let's
The Google
Somebody
Forms?
fucking broke it.
What
I
happened?
will fix that.
It returns a 404 error.
I will find out what's going
Oh
on.
no, it's back.
Nope. Weird, because it didn't. It's inconsistent because if I click the one that was like 3 minutes ago, it gives a URL shortener 404 page not found. But the one you just posted
Works. No, now I just got it too.
this one doesn't.
I get a URL doesn't exist.
Well,
Yeah,
Dars, you're not a shield, so you don't get access to the
Well, you know
links.
what? You know what I'll do? I'll bypass the shortener and get the full link.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is that is strange. It
Here's
works
the
on
full
my
link.
second PC, but not on my main PC.
This damn plug is gonna.
There
This
you go.
is a
There's the
Google-
full link.
This is a Google thing, not an us thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, they're
could
having
be.
problems right now. I'm getting errors on several Google services.
So is it just the
They're having
shortener
issues.
or is it the forms one?
It looks like the shortener's the problem because that new link I've posted is working reliably.
Yep.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I
So
will-
people who haven't been able to ask questions, please do. While I get a refill.
Questions.
Looks like a question
Can I
that's
edit
pertaining.
And here the questions come. Excellent.
Oh my. Okay.
Next question is: are you going to the Scarborough Fair? From Simon.
I am not. I don't do fairs,
I
unfortunately.
don't even know what a Scarborough Fair is.
Scarborough is a place near here.
Oh, I thought that I was in Austin.
No, it's near Toronto, actually.
I think that question is very specifically
Yes,
directed towards
it's
David.
very very specific to me. I had no plans to go to the Scarborough Fair. I will say, in Ottawa-related news,
Yeah, I'm
Man.
sorry your city got wrecked yesterday. That's not cool at all.
I was before I decided on today's intro, I was actually going to talk a little bit about serious stuff, and I kind of want to do so now because
Oh, I thought you were talking about another Simon and Garfunkel song.
no, it's a song. Oh, I didn't even know that.
Well, yes. Are you going to Scarborough Fair?
Oh, Sorry,
Oh,
I assumed that it was talking about Scarborough, which is a place like 2 hours from here. Maybe it is the song.
It could be, yeah.
Yeah, I think it is referencing the song because I'm dumb.
You going to Scarborough Fair?
See, you don't
And
even
then
need me
it's
singing.
something
You
about
get
people.
Darge doing it.
Thanks, Sarge.
No, I did actually want to mention Ottawa was hit last night with actually, I mean, we got hit by a tornado. Two tornadoes touched down in Ottawa and in Gatineau, which are on other sides of the river, and no lives were lost or anything, but there is significant damage, which is really, really surprising because I literally cannot remember. In living memory, we've never had a tornado touchdown in Ottawa. I mean, we might have had little things. These were category two tornadoes in Ottawa, Canada, and
That's really weird.
that is wrong. And this is. I mean, it's almost definitely a remnant of the hurricane that hit last week, which is
Damn you, Florence!
terrible, but there's a reason it got so big, and there's a reason we just got tornadoes in Ottawa, which we are not prepared for, and that's global warming. And all I want to say is, wherever you are in the world, whether you're in the States, whether you're in Europe, whether you're in Canada, the only way for us as people to make a difference is to pay attention to who we're voting for, because unfortunately they make the decisions. Just please, I don't care about anything else.
America don't care about climate control.
Well, just try
Climate control is something different. That's what you get in a car.
please
Also,
seriously vote for people that believe in science and
That's the most
accept
important thing.
that global
And
warming is
people
happening.
don't think nature be the way it is, but it do.
That's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I gotta say right now, I'm really sorry your luck is that bad, David, and everyone in Ottawa. Calgary is right in the middle of Tornado Alley, and we've had like 10 or 15 tornadoes like near the city, and none of them have ever hit us.
Well, and
just sort
that's-
of sit here like, holy shit.
And that's the thing. I can remember, I think I can actually remember about 22 to 25 years ago, there was a tornado that touched down once, like an hour's drive from Ottawa. But we had two touchdown in Ottawa. We're a valley on, like, we are not a tornado
Not at all.
place.
Completely out of the normal
So-
place for a tornado.
The thing is, England isn't tornado country either, but they had one like 5 or 6 years ago as
Yeah.
well.
We're starting
Weird
to get
shit.
more extreme weather all over the world, and that is because
It's day after tomorrow.
Yeah. So, sorry about that. I had to do that. Where are we? Did we do the
we're doing questions,
three clips asks, will FOIP require its own webcam in addition to the one I want to use at the same time for streaming, video making, etc.? No.
Oh,
Well, it depends what you mean.
probably
If you're streaming and trying to use FOIP, I'm not sure.
You won't be able to do it because pretty much no USB
That's the
bus
way Windows
supports.
works.
No USB bus supports two webcams.
That's another problem.
You'd
you
have to
can
have it
have
on
a splitting. You can have a splitting application that creates several sources, but that actually adds delay and extra
Yeah.
CPU processing.
Then you're
overhead.
probably talking about things like alternate frames and stuff like that too.
You'd
It's pretty
probably
awkward.
need actually another computer to run the other webcam.
That'd be your best bet.
Because I don't think one PC will accept two webcams.
It does. It does. It's fine. I have to.
Really?
I've streamed
not every
before. No, that's true. No, yeah, right. But I've streamed on my laptop where I had just this Logitech 920 and another Logitech webcam plugged in, and it was just picture in picture. It was just fine.
Oh, nice. I'm glad that worked. That's cool.
know
we
what?
tried it on
Something that you do want to watch out for is just bandwidth. That's the problem. The easiest way is just to get a PCI card with 4 USB ports and plug.
That would do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what we ran into was we were trying to set up a streaming setup when I was in Ottawa to do a show, and 6F's and Cap's computer, which is actually like a monster computer. It's super powerful. Its USB bus was overpowered by 2 webcams. It couldn't handle both of them at the same time, so we couldn't run it.
Yeah. It's some motherboards just do
cannot handle it. Yeah,
USB use an afterthought for some
totally
SKUs. Yeah, because they do other stuff properly. They have PCI Express, SATA, phases for the CPU for overclocking and just like that. It's but
sorry. Zeus and Oxia, you probably need 2 houses with two different PCs in 2 different cities.
Do you guys think we'll actually see some camera stuff this year at SitCon?
What do you mean by some camera stuff?
Because we were supposed to get news about the camera stuff like this year.
Yep.
We never got it.
That's not down to CIG. That's down to Faceware because they are developing it, and CIG will just have one person design a housing for it, and that's it.
We haven't heard anything about it, so hopefully, I don't know. It'd be cool if they give away some.
I think that's on the back burner, just waiting for the software side to be finished properly.
Probably.
Because
I wish that would have got pushed back and not the goddamn.
It's just a webcam. That's not very difficult.
The only thing that's good about it is that it's like my webcam right now is wider. It goes out like this far, and we don't need any of that. Look at all of us. I shrink all of our webcams because all we need is the face.
I zoomed in my webcam and Erris zoomed it on top of that. Yeah, because it is just.
We don't need that. So the only good thing about this Faceware webcam is it's going to be more focused on one person, not on a. But even that,
not on a room. Yeah.
Anyway,
no, it's not just that. Because it's supposed to also achieve a workable image at 60 FPS using only your screen as a source of light.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a little better for exactly what it's trying to do. So we'll see. I want to get to some of these questions because we do have a fair bit of them now.
But it's not a problem. Like the Logitech Brio does that already.
Yeah.
But
I probably wouldn't buy one.
you just put a narrower lens in front of it. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if I'll switch because my Logitech webcam is great. Why do I need to switch?
It doesn't do 60 FPS. No.
Oh well.
Which one? The Brio? The Brio doesn't?
No. Do you have a Brio?
Yeah, I got a Brio. The one I'm using right now is not a Brio because the Brio.
No, that's definitely not a Brio. Just saying. That's
this one, for some reason, this camera it'll work to Discord, but the Brio would not cooperate. Okay. So that was the problem.
Yeah, I had problems with the Logitech webcam. I had to reboot and restart Discord before the show started.
Okay.
Damn Logitech.
All right, we got to do questions.
Yep.
We got tons of questions.
Agent 121370 asks, with $800 available already on game, should I purchase a Carrick and Endeavor or a Polaris trying to get best value?
Carrick and Endeavor.
Depends entirely on what you want to do.
If you're going for best value, the 2 ships is better than the 1 ship.
Just don't. But
they have completely different roles. One's an exploration, and the other one's like a multi-role, but not at the same time. You could choose, and then the Polaris, which just builds outposts.
So wait a minute,
that's not the Polaris, the Pioneer. Which is the Polaris again?
No idea.
That's the Aegis, slightly bigger or slightly. This is the Carrier, the one with the lift for fighters, not a hangar bay door.
750 was for the Polaris.
Yeah.
Anyway, I upgraded my 315p to the Carrick, so I'm biased.
Gio?
So what were you trying to say there, Gio?
Yeah, I would definitely, if I was him, I would go with the Carrick Endeavor because I always tell people, to me, in my hang, my best valued ship is probably the Carrick. It has a med bay, you could explore. It's just it's a lot of stuff going on in that ship, and I think it's the best one. I got a little ship in there, rover.
Mm-hmm. I'd say best value is, do you want to be doing stuff on your own or with other people? If you want to be doing stuff on your own and you have no one else to play with, don't get any of them. Get an assortment of smaller ships. If you've got a bunch of other people that you want to play with, fine, get one of the larger ones. And then, yeah, Carrick and Endeavor. That's what I'd say. Next one, also by Agent 121370. Is Ben still with CIG? As far as we know, yes.
Yes, he is. He's just working remotely now from closer to home.
He's actually in charge of Jump Point magazine now.
Yeah.
Is he? Cool.
He's working remotely. He still does a lot of stuff.
I'll be back in a minute.
Yep.
Okay.
He just as far as we know, he needed to.
He wanted to be closer to home.
Yeah, closer to home. So, but he is still with CIG, and I don't see that changing because. And
I think he's still part of the ship team as well. He just Skypes in with them instead of.
He talks about ship ideas and how to make things happen rather than like doing art and stuff, so he can work remotely. He's probably the easiest person to work remotely in the whole team. So Tainted Turd asks, talking about scramble races with stronger lights and wheel axles, are we not also getting those changes into PU? I believe we are getting those changes in the PU.
Scramble races will be in PU.
Yeah, scramble races are in PU.
Yes, they will also be in PU.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really hyped about that at all.
No, but I'm sure there are a lot of people who are.
It's not for me either, but yeah, I can see a lot of people that want to do it, but I don't care.
It just seems like there's so many other things that the community have been hype about other than those races. Maybe because the races are the big thing that they do on the live streams and stuff, but I don't see what's so fun about that.
I would have to try it to see what the big deal is.
Yeah,
I'm quite a big car nerd, and I like racing, so I do see the appeal of them. But and I'm glad.
Are we back?
I'm refreshing.
Whoa! Don't do that. All right.
It's buffer. Whoa! There we go. Yay!
Oh boy.
Why? No.
There we go.
No.
Now we're good. We're good. Hey, hey, everybody. So Erris is gone. We are not sure
with
where.
the wind.
I'm very heavily suspecting that there was a major power outage in Ottawa. They've been having big problems with the power grid there after the tornadoes. And I think that's probably what went on. So we're just going to answer a few questions here. We have about 10 minutes left before the end of the show. Sorry for the delay there. And
well, it says 2 hours ago, Ottawa citizen, tornado aftermath. Ottawa power outages could last for days. It's like a war zone.
Yep. So the question was, has Erris ordered Cyberpunk 2077 yet? And it caused a power outage at his house.
That was all the hype. He just blew up like
I think he got so angry at even the mention of the word
pre-order.
Yeah.
He's not that excited about Cyberpunk because he just wants to see more of it. His big excitement is Fallout 76 right now, which I kind of join him in, although I also really love Cyberpunk. All right, next question is from Handsome Devil.
So he didn't like what he's seen?
He likes it. He just thinks it's being overhyped.
I could see that, but yeah, I know I'm actually interested in the game now. Because at first I didn't give a fuck, but now I see it, I'm like, oh.
Exactly.
I said, okay, I'm kind of interested now. So
I love how they touted like no loading screens and all you have is one city.
Yeah, no, we have a whole freaking solar system. Come on, man, get on our
level.
So
I was telling Nehkara like last week, what I don't like is they get the extra long development and stuff, but when CIG works on Squadron 42, they get shit on for taking as long as they have, but Cyberpunk is taking a while too.
CD Projekt Red's an established company that made The Witcher 3, so they get that.
They get all the
But it's still development, though. I mean, even though they're more established than not, but I don't understand why people throw that on them just because of that.
Also, the reason why Cyberpunk has been very open with saying that the game might change a whole bunch from what they're showing is because that's how game development works. So every time people get angry that something changes in Star Citizen, they need to remember that. So the next question is from Handsome Devil, and it asks, do you feel the Yeah. The question is, do you feel the Retaliator will be obsolete because of the Hammerhead?
No.
No.
One is bomber, one is turret platform.
And also, one of the things that was pointed out is that the Hammerhead is range limited, and the Retaliator is can do extreme range with their torpedoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's long. That's long
torpedoes
range
right now.
bombing
Torpedoes right now don't show how they're supposed to do. With OCS, that's going to change because they're just going to give the retaliator much longer range, both for radar and for locking on. You could basically shoot a torpedo from the other side of the moon, and it would hit a target.
That would be so rude. That would be so rude.
Just all of a sudden.
But you know what I mean. Like what they said, one of the weak in RTV, they said one of the weaknesses for the Hammerhead is if you can stay outside of its turret range and hit it, it's not very fast. So it could be vulnerable to those kind of strikes. So the next question is from the Grizz. And the question is, we have a lot on the schedule to get done by the end of the fourth quarter. Do you think OCS will just become the Q4 patch?
No. I'm hopeful. Because we have...
He's got a queue for a patch.
No, because we have... Erris!
He lives!
Hello! You're live. I'm now hosting the stream.
You are? Awesome.
We're
Thank
live.
you.
And I see you use a Logitech webcam as well, because the white balance just went all the way to the
Hey, I'm back.
So what happened on your end there, man?
Lost power.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Did everything lose power? Because wait, it's a different layout from where I see it. He sent you a text.
Yes, I did.
So today happens to be Chikorita Day in Pokemon Go, which means currently Mrs. Erris is out with my phone hunting for Pokemon.
Get wrecked.
So
That's amazing.
yeah, I literally ran upstairs and was like, do I have literally anything in this house that can connect to the internet when I have no internet?
And the answer is
no.
Oh wow, that's hilarious.
I didn't know Pokemon Go was still a thing.
Yeah, we
oh
picked it
yeah,
up again.
oh yeah. There was like there was an RTV a while back. They
Yes.
were in the pool hall, and there
Oh,
were just people walking
in
around.
Germany.
Just people walking around, just hunting for Pokemon.
So sorry about that, everyone.
That's okay.
Yeah,
You missed a question. Yeah, you missed the question, which is, did you order Cyberpunk 2077 yet? Pre-order?
No, and I will not.
Nope. Because we are both from House Bane.
No
right?
pre-orders. Pre-orders are
No
bad.
pre-orders. Except that I just pre-ordered Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Oh fuck you! Also, where did Gio go?
I don't know.
Oh, we lost Geo. Wait, are we like spreading power outages through the stream?
Feel like we are.
Are we gonna like
this
infect everyone with power outages?
No, I won't be pre-ordering Cyberpunk until I know more about it. It's probably at least a year away.
I think it's 2 years out.
Yeah.
I so wish, for many reasons, but for this reason as well, that Total Biscuit was still with us, because
Yeah.
his opinion on video games and video game development just aligns with mine so much that it's just like he gets access and he tells me what to think, and I'm fine with this.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I don't want to pre-order stuff unless I'm positive that it's going to be good. And I'm not there yet on Cyberpunk. There's still too many moving pictures for me, so we'll see.
The Witcher 3 was a great game that I could not get into.
Same with
Me too.
David. Yep.
But I think that's mostly because of the setting. And the setting of Cyberpunk 2077 is just so much up my alley.
Yeah.
And I like the setting better, and I really hope, but I'm gonna wait. Yeah, we seem to have lost Geo now as well, so I think there's just roaming power outages.
Apparently. So the next question is from
I'm in the middle!
Amontillado, because apparently I totally messed up his name the first time. Apologies there. Where do you intend to head?
I was going to say, but yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry about
I only
that.
corrected you once this stream.
Where do you intend to headquarters relay once the full verse is live? I mean, I think this is inverse headquarters.
My probably my endeavor.
We're gonna have a floating headquarters with a giant flashing news logo on the side.
Yeah, and giant satellites to broadcast.
I'd be so into that, though.
Yeah, that's my plan currently.
Do you have an endeavor though, or is
I
Yes,
do.
he does.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Love
I
that
have
ship.
endeavor.
Was it gifted to you?
No.
It was not. I purchased it with my own money. Yeah.
Next question is from LaBom.
A little bit of madness.
Or LBOM. A little bit of madness, awesome. And the question is...
I'll just call him Little Bomb from now on.
Little Bomb.
That's his rap. That's his,
his rap name?
rapper name.
Totally.
Yeah, he
Why,
needs to get facial tattoos now.
why do you think people are getting upset about the 3.3.5 news? Darsh.
Because they're idiots. They went into this quarterly release schedule just so they would have some sort of, just to appease people who were complaining that hasn't been a patch for a year and shit like that. But now you get quarterly patches. It was never going to remove delays. Delays are going to happen, and they said it in advance. Features that aren't complete will be moved to the next patch, and they're not even doing that.
They're
They're
really
doing
changing
it
the
extra
media.
one because they know.
According to what they said originally, it should have been moved from 3.3 to 3.4.
Yeah.
But now, because they're so close to finishing it, they just said, "Yeah, we're gonna bring it out as a sub patch before 3.4."
What it sounds like is Evocati are going to... They want to test it more. Because I think it's basically done. They just want to test it. And,
It is like a
so-
substantial rewrite.
Yeah, it's
of
huge.
The game.
Yeah.
So
Hey, here we go. He's back.
Hey, we have a Geo. Geo?
What the fuck is going on?
did you lose power too?
I got the damn flu you guys got. What's going on?
Welcome back, Gio.
I don't know
I don't
what
know
happened.
what's going on.
Oh, man.
I don't know.
So,
I guess I had to pay my shell bill.
$20.
David, next question is for you. A little bit of madness asks, is my invite to Relay Podcast stuck in the mail?
It's not actually. I'm.
It got sucked up in a tornado.
No. It's gonna be. I want a little bit of madness on shortly. It's just. I mean, this week was already packed.
Remember the next 4 weeks where I'm not on? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or 5 weeks.
I will be asking people to come on. So LBOM, your invite's coming soon, and all we're going to talk about is Cyberpunk.
Speaking of Cyberpunk,
Cyberpunk
why do you
the
guys?
game or Cyberpunk the genre?
The game.
Oh, okay.
Why
The
do
genre's
you
more interesting.
guys pre-order games being on PC? I'm
No
curious.
no pre-orders. They're terrible.
The incentive for pre-ordering is you get extra stuff in it. That's all.
I
The stuff that they
pre-order-
take out the game and rip off. You mean?
Yes.
I pre-order for one reason and one reason only, because inevitably, about a month before a game comes out, Green Man Gaming puts it on sale for somewhere between 20 and 30% off.
Oh.
Hold on. I need to write this down.
Okay, that makes sense.
Green Man
Green
Gaming?
Man
Yeah,
Gaming.
they're awesome.
Yeah, greenmangaming.com.
Okay. I always told people I understand limited edition because I got jagged on this for Fallout 76. I didn't pre-order like a dumbass. I'm like, I'm going to wait, and then they fucking sold out and said they're not making it anymore. So I jagged myself. I understand those, but just regular copies, I never understood that because it just pads their stats for the.
The only
stock
reason I will pre-order is a discount.
No, there you go.
That is
Okay,
that is
yeah.
it.
I'll do it.
That's-
I will do it
that's
a day
why I-
before sometimes too if I want to preload the game. If I know I'm gonna love it, like a Red Dead Redemption, I know I'm gonna like that game, and I'm gonna want to preload and play it at midnight. So I'll get it the day before and have it on there 24 hours before.
Oh yeah, that's my issue. Preloading the game and playing it at midnight. It's 6 in the morning for me. So it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well yeah, fuck it for you then, yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, that's why I also don't buy games directly from Steam and shit like that. I just go to cdkeys.com.
Well, guys, the exclusive stuff in games, I mean, that's cool and all, but they take that shit out of the game to make it a pre-order content, like
Yeah,
the Spider-Man shit. Okay, so I bought my console like a couple days after it, and they was like, "Oh yeah, you don't get the shit." So I bitched to them motherfuckers, like, "Bitch, I just spent $450 on a new console. I want all that pre-order shit. Guess who sent me them damn codes? Sony."
Good. I don't like things being sectioned off. For pre-orders, it happened with Odyssey actually. I pre-ordered Odyssey because of the discount, but they're now giving certain tiers of pre-order early access.
The worst ones are the special retail ones, like Best Buy will have this weapon,
Yeah,
and GameStop will have the exclusive shield or whatever the fuck. It gets out of hand, dude.
Yeah, I will only pre-order. I mean, yeah, I'll only pre-order if it's for a discount. That's it. Okay, let's get through a couple of these. I want to take a look at this thing that Little Bit of Madness tweeted.
It seems like everyone's cameras got clear except for mine.
Ooh.
When we switched over to the cars.
I gotta say,
It's
like
just a Gladius now, though.
Yeah, I like it better.
Well, maybe that's what it is. I know everyone's camera just got clear. I don't know.
No, can someone put this in chat? Or here, I can. Is it slash or exclamation mark? How do I permit a little bit of madness?
Exclamation mark and then space. Exclamation mark permit and then space his name.
Let's see if that worked.
Yeah, I guess. You have 60 seconds,
If
including
LVOM,
delay.
you can put that image in because it's basically a trimming of the lightning to trim out the.
Yeah, but it basically just made it a Gladius.
I like it.
Come on.
be honest.
I'm waiting. Still waiting.
Come on.
Ticking.
I'm gonna try and get there. It is.
Okay, perfect.
We're delayed. Remember. So.
Oh yeah.
I like it personally.
Oh, that is pretty sexy. Holy shit.
Yeah.
So what is
pretty good.
actually the point of those things? Is it just
Styling.
Styling.
Yeah. Well, there is a.
It's a trim. You got his
there is a
sideburns cut off.
thruster I see. There is a thruster I see.
Yeah.
Lip-based thrusters too. And also aerodynamics. I would make it fly quite a bit differently in atmosphere.
Yeah, like I said, as soon as they put it in actual atmosphere, it's gonna start tumbling. Because it's just so bad. I can see the Gladius actually being aerodynamic, and the Avenger especially.
Oh yeah.
Maybe the 300i with a new rework, just because it has so many flowing lines. It doesn't have any boxy sections that would break up and create turbulent wind.
Yeah.
But this is just I think it's more of a space superiority instead of air superiority fighter.
Oh yeah, you speaking of Legatus rank, I forgot there's like an exclusive Legatus, whatever party going on.
Party, yeah.
I wish I was part of that. I'm only a peasant.
Okay.
I'm only a peasant who spent 10,000, so I can't get in.
Legatus is a
wait.
bit
How
much.
much have you spent?
I'm 10 in.
You are 10,000 in?
Yeah. That's why when they did that shit with the LTI, like, motherfucker, I buy so much ships from you guys. And for me not to use my store credit, you guys give me 6 months on a concept. Fuck off.
Is that from, like, streamer?
No, I don't stream like that. This is all my pocket just going crazy.
God damn, man. God damn. I thought
I'm in jail, get money for nothing, man.
I
have gave some away, though.
1,500 of my own pocket cash in, but
I have an announcement to make.
Yep. Did you just buy a ship?
No. So, some of the people who, well, probably all the people who bought a ticket for CitizenCon, you got an email about exclusive merchandise for the event.
Yeah, about that shirt.
A T-shirt and a wireless charger with power bank. So one of the things.
I'm sorry, what? I didn't.
That was so random.
So they, I sent them a concierge request because the wireless charger with power bank did not mention how big the power bank was in terms of capacity. So they said they were just replied and they said, I apologize about that. We'll get the description updated as that would be useful information to have. The battery will come with the 5,000 milliamp hour capacity, which actually I looked it up, and that's actually the maximum capacity for that product. So they did actually go with the best one of the.
I have a 20,000 here, and I can charge my phone 7 times.
Yeah,
there you go.
I got what's the Anchor?
What was that?
Anchor.
Yes, Anchor. Yeah, that's what. Where's mine? I got Anchor too.
I have the same one. Yeah,
that's the
mine's
the
currently
Anchor
out with Mrs. Erris
fast charging.
Got the power bank catching Pokemon, huh?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a 5,000 milliamp hour power bank. So that's a Relay scoop. You just got that information live from Relay. There you go.
And I haven't even gotten the information, the email about the power banks at all.
Okay,
that came in last night.
Yeah,
let's get through a couple more of these because
fire away.
Yeah, we're over time, but I don't want to. We also lost some time because my power. So Life of a Spaceman asks, talking about space, humans colonizing Mars in the next 10 to 20. It's written HOOMANS.
Okay.
Is he Ferengi? Is he Ferengi?
Yes. Humans colonizing Mars in the next 10 to 20 years. What kind of work would be desirable to make a living there?
Mining.
Agriculture. Personally, I want to explore.
I feel like a colony on
explore.
Mars.
That's my job.
I feel like a colony on Mars is going to have to switch over to a non-capitalist society because shit's going to be needed from everyone.
Yep. Socialism.
We're going to have to
become some expanse action going.
Star Trek.
Yeah.
Star Trek. There's no.
For those,
actually, it's more like the Expanse version of Mars that just went completely independent and abolished their own internal economy.
I'm just gonna post in the chat here a link to the image for that product, the powered bank.
Okay. Next question.
But do you need a phone that supports wireless charging?
Yes.
No.
Right.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah.
If your phone doesn't, wireless charger.
If your phone doesn't support wireless charging, you're shit out of luck.
Model 2.
So yeah, if you got an old phone, you're fucked.
Yeah.
I may buy one just for like a collector. My phone would never use it.
My phone's metallic; it can't do wireless charging.
That's a problem.
Get good.
Okay.
This fell from my car doing 30 kilometers an hour.
Holy shit!
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
If it was an iPhone, it'd be cracked.
Exactly. It'd be in half. Anyway, wireless.
No, you actually can use it with a cable. There's an output USB port on it.
Oh yeah, okay. All right, so it's like a power bank that does wireless charging, but you can also. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Idris Carrier asks, what kind of ship types do you expect to see at CitizenCon, and what price range?
Quick question, real quick before we go to that. How come they didn't just do that? Sell shit like that instead of $20. Watch the stream.
Yeah. Thank you, Gio.
Come on!
It's exactly
so simple.
That's exactly what they should have done instead. It's ridiculous.
Yep.
Like they take steps back, or maybe that's what they're doing to recuperate now. Maybe maybe we'll sell some merchandise, a random charger. I'm pretty sure that shit sold out.
They should have had like 25 different T-shirts, and like they would have just sold a shit ton of stuff. Like,
dude, did you guys see the Mercury shirt? I wanted that so bad. I'm like, dude, I will buy 2 or 3 of those.
I think they saw right away the number of people buying the digital goodies pack.
When it's not required for everybody to spend the money.
We'll support you when you don't do dumb shit like that.
Yeah.
Force it down throat like, oh, pay!
Mr. Squarepeg asks, can we go over the roadmap?
Yes. So here's what happened on the roadmap. Things got closer to completion in 3.3. 3.5 exists now, and nothing happened beyond 3.35. Sorry, 3.35 exists now, and nothing happened beyond 3.35.
Well, we forgot the other question about the concept ship.
Which concept ships? I'd like to say,
yeah, sorry.
but
I totally thought
NDA.
that said shit types.
I expect to see the thing that the entire community has been clamoring for forever.
the Carrack.
No.
Van Mergerman.
There already is a
pocket
carrier.
car-
There already is a
No,
pocket
no,
carrier.
but like a dedicated pocket carrier.
There already is a dedicated pocket carrier.
What?
Which one?
The
Caterpillar.
the Pegasus.
Just put a bunch of Pegasus. What?
the
You
Pegasus.
can't buy it, Pegasus.
The Pegasus
No,
escort
no,
carrier.
I mean like an affordable one.
I thought
One
there
that you can
already was
actually
one.
buy.
That and
The Kraken.
my personal most important ship that we need is a food truck.
Yes.
Totally.
And I am going to be talking about this food truck from now until the day that they announce it, because it's going to happen. It has to happen. We need a ramen truck.
And
That's how I feel about the fishing ship.
It's going to be like the one in Fifth Element, right?
Yeah, exactly like that one. Exactly like it. And what it will be is there's going to be different
Oh, yeah.
variants based on the type of food you cook.
The
So there's like a soup variant and a sandwich variant, ice cream variant. Yeah, exactly.
Beer. Oh my God, craft
Oh,
beer variant.
beer truck. Yes.
Oh yeah, the beer fair. Like go ahead
No,
again.
but no, that's for transport. This is actually, bottled or in a glass that you can serve to
Served,
people.
yeah.
See, the style, I like a brewery type ship.
Yeah.
But no, but think about it. The Starfarer
Well, you
would be
brew in the
perfect because
Starfarer.
you brew in the Starfarer, and
Yeah.
then instead of the cargo area, it's a bar.
Yes. That's
Holy
beautiful.
shit!
I love it.
People will
Why are
spend
we
like
not
Just
designing
walk
a-
off the ram, and it's like a wall of
a
taps.
wall-to-wall bar, and it's a mobile bar. It's like we sit down in your town and you drink the finest beers in the verse, and then we
brewed,
take off. and
brewed
we're
in
on.
space, chilled by the vacuum of
Yes.
space.
Chilled by physics and the glory of the
Fuck,
void.
that sounds so fucking tasty. That's like $1 billion fucking like a business right there. We're gonna fly the beer in space, brew it in space, and we're gonna bring it back and sell it to people. Like, yeah, space
Love it.
beer.
Space beer. They've already.
Elon Musk is gonna take our idea right now. Elon's listening like, oh, I got you fuckers.
I gotta
It's
mention
called
something.
Space Ale.
There actually already is that, and what they did was they flew the yeast to space and then brought it
Yeah.
down and made beer from it,
Oh, nice.
which I thought was amazing.
I bet
was
you
it-
people paid top dollar for it.
Was it as expensive as the coffee they made from the coffee beans that the monkeys eat and vomit back up?
Oh God.
I don't know.
Okay.
That is the most expensive coffee in
Yes,
the world,
it is.
apparently. I hate coffee, but, it's not shat out by the monkeys. It's regurgitated back out. But, it's monkey vomit, not monkey shit. And did we just lose Nehkara?
No, I'm right here.
No, he's
Oh,
still
no.
there.
Oh, right. You're just so still. I thought you're frozen.
It's
like-
Canadians occasionally get into this little trance state. It's because it's so cold here.
Yeah. You were just like that for like 30 seconds and just... And did we actually
Conserve
lose?
our movement.
Oh my
Did
God.
it again.
Okay.
That was
Tainted Turd
perfect.
Junior.
Not a hair moved on your head. Wow.
That's perfect.
Oh, that's great.
That was
All right, I
perfect.
think we should
Okay,
wrap it
next
up.
question,
We're
yeah.
17 minutes over here.
Already, okay.
Hey, man, a late show
three
today,
more.
huh?
Tainted Turd Jr. talking about the Kraken as a scout carrier.
Yeah.
Could it be feasible to imagine it as a privately owned gas pump that you can fly around?
That's the Starfarer.
More than a Starfarer or a Vulcan or even a cruise
More
ship
than
can
a
do.
Starfarer?
Essentially, park customer ships in it. Probably not. Mr. Squarepeg just linked in chat a dev panel summary of the Con 42 dev panel. Check that out. There's
sweet.
a lot of info on there.
I will look at that.
All right, time for
Bribbles-
3.3.5 of the patch stream.
Bribbles asked, what do you think the road to release presentation will showcase?
It'll showcase the road to release.
We're going to have to talk about that maybe next week.
I have something that I have to mention.
What's that?
Vending machines will work in the game.
Yes! I mean, we knew that, but
the
last question,
yeah.
Mr. Squarepeg asks, do you expect a capital ship to make it into 3.3? No, the Hammerhead is not a capital, so I don't believe that we'll get a capital ship in 3.3.
And the Erris and the Lightning will wait until Squadron 42 is out.
Yeah.
Especially when OCS is out the loop.
Yeah. No capital ship in 3.3. I mean, the
capital ships also require
Reclaimer is
OCS?
already bigger than the Hammerhead.
Right, yeah.
So, the Reclaimer is still the largest.
But do capital ships, in terms of their size and complexity, require OCS to work efficiently? Or is it
don't know.
beyond that? Or is OCS just for planets?
I mean, it'll help with capital ships. Like, it will help with everything. But I don't know if it's required to get a capital ship in the game.
But it probably is, just because, you only render the exterior, not the interior, the components, the people, yeah.
Yeah. It probably runs a hell of a lot better.
Yep.
Put it that way.
Okay. Gio, Darge, thank you guys so much for being on.
Thank you for having us on.
Yeah.
Had fun.
Yeah, I'll have to have you guys on again. Darge, we'll
Yeah.
see you in like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Why even stop? Just go straight through.
Nehkara,
He has the Patreon thing. He has to do, like, the popular.
yeah, I've got to
right
go
now.
and do that patron thing.
Like, yeah, right now.
All the fans of Patreons.
Well, you don't have to worry about ending the stream because it's Nehkara doing it. Right
Yeah.
now,
So I was just going to say,
I was just trying to get to a good closing point. So,
Nehkara, thank you for picking up the slack when my power went out. It's appreciated.
no problem.
Wrecked.
And
I got wrecked.
yeah, the tornado is retroactively wrecking you. Apparently.
Yeah, actually, it is. Keep in mind, let's do Podsat.
First it fucked him, now he wants child support.
Oh, wow.
Join us on the Astro Pub. That's going to be happening very shortly. And if you are one of our patrons, join us in the patron portion of our Discord right now.
I have to mention that Brian Chambers wrecked ray tracing during that.
Really?
Oh, did he?
Holy shit, did he?
He said they are future-proofing their technology. If and when they see a huge benefit in ray tracing, they will add it. As of right now, they have yet to see this huge benefit. They are always open to new technologies, but as of right now, Brian does not see it. That may change in the future.
Yeah, especially with the hardware tool.
Absolutely agree.
They had Shadow of the Tomb Raider running at 25 FPS instead of 70.
It's pretty brutal.
It's too. It looks impressive as hell.
I mean, ray tracing has always
screenshots.
been completely power hungry. It takes hours, if not days, to render a single frame of a cinematic movie.
So this will get it impressive.
They managed
This will
to get it
get
to
it better.
25 frames a second. It's amazing. But
It is.
It's not playable, though.
A generation or two away until it's playable.
Yeah. But don't. I mean,
Just thought that was
I'm
funny.
glad that they're still working on it because it is going to be impressive in the next iteration.
I know. Absolutely.
Anyway,
Yep.
thank you guys all so much. Join us again Tuesday for another Relay Space episode.
Yep.
We'll be talking about
Life in space. It's specifically
Life
on the
in
moon
space.
and on Mars.
Can I come?
Yeah.
one of these days. Yes,
Space
we're
is
gonna have-
Bay.
we will have you on one of these episodes soon. We need to expand our thing and start bringing on guests. So yeah, you're coming
David,
on.
expanding our thing is a dirty phrase.
Ooh, I'm a dirty man.
You have no idea how many people I've alienated just by going on and on about space.
Yeah,
and
that's me.
sci-fi.
That's me in everyday
exactly.
life. Yep.
It'd be amazing to actually talk to people who appreciate me for that sort of thing.
What we need to do, what I actually want to do on that exact subject is find a subject that you are most interested in, and then have you on when we're talking about that subject.
Mm-hmm.
So, and if anyone else is interested too, let us know because we're looking at expanding that too because it's a hell of a lot of fun. Guys, thanks so much for being on.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for watching us.
Bye bye.
We'll see you in the verse.